We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started, and starting this one, Chris Sale.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Mason Wynn, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Swing and a miss.
1-1. Ball inside.
Next pitch,
3-1.
not close, up high. Way out front for strike two.
Full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
So now here's the DH, Alec Burleson. That one the other way. Dives and he can't hang on. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
First and second, no outs. Here's the veteran first baseman, Wilson Contreras. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
0-1.
Win at second. Burleson on at first with nobody out. And that one fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is a big first out. Here's Nolan Arenado. Swings through that.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot.
0-1.
No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with one gone. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. 0-2.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots.
That one drilled left field. Great effort, but it gets down. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So bases loaded with one away. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And Sale deals. And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Right through there for a strike. One out, bases full.
Ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
3-1.
And the 3-1. Ground ball could be 2. To second, that's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Back at Truist Park and on the hill, it's Sonny Gray. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Harris measures 6 feet even, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swings and misses. 1-2.
1-2's the count. No, that's up.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Profar climbs in on that left side. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One out, bases empty. Next offering is fouled back. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Austin Riley in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fair ball.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
2 outs, runner at first. And now it's Atlanta's cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. Ball 1, no strikes. Swinging a foul straight back. Riley, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one missing low. Fouls one off. 2-2. Just missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's the pitch to Olson. Swing and a miss. Sonny Gray with the strikeout. Braves strand 1. We played an inning, no score. Back here in Atlanta at the plate, Lars Nootbaar. That one fouled off. Sale, a former Cy Young Award winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Swings through that one.
Boog, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike and not get the call, but most of the time Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. Sale delivers, and that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Stepping in, Jordan Walker. In for a strike, good slider.
0-1.
No score here in the second. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Sale ready. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
2 outs.
Hit.
That's to third, Riley. The throw to first. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Scott makes the catch, and there's one down. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Check swing called strike. Strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack. And so you kind of get into swing mode and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Sean Murphy in the box
ball.
now as he leaves that one up high. 2 down, nobody on. That pitch clips the outside corner. And the count 1-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. That one in the dirt. 2-2. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Victor Scott. Sale back to work. Tap foul at the plate. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one just misses. And that just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And it remains 2-2. And the slider just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Got him swinging.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. And that's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
That's a ball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Top of the third, no score. And now the count is even.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Now a chance for Alec Burleson. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And that's in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. And down in order go the Cardinals. And we're still knotted at 0. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the right fielder, Jared Kelenic. On the ground. And foul ball. And a pitch. Lifted in the air, right field. Walker settles underneath it. Brings it in. And a quick out, number 1. Here's Orlando Arcia. That's down and in.
1-0.
The next offering misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's where it was. If you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
3-0 down. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Michael Harris the second. The next to hit. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the first. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Arenado in position, and he makes the catch. That's out number 2. Now batting Jurickson Profar. He's 0 for 1. Misses the sweeper.
0-2.
Arcia leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And that's the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. Still no score. Back at Truist Park as we go to the top of the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Contreras, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, could have a really good day out there in the mound.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. That's in there. Strike 1. 4th inning underway, no score. And that one clips the corner.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Going to count 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that one almost hit him. Now that's smacked to right center. And a superb diving catch. So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life, I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs, base is empty. And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, and we are still scoreless. Back here in Atlanta, here comes Austin Riley. Just missed.
That's a ball.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one hammered left field. Going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One down, base is empty. Caught and missed, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. In there at the knees, 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Braves go down quickly here through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. All set for the start of the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Cardinals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon. And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Line drive, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And fouled off. The 0-1, and that skips in the dirt. And a count 1-2. Nootbaar gets his lead at first, nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. little bit low.
That's
2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's outside.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Ivan Herrera in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He muscles that one out the opposite way. The Cardinals score first. It's 2-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Grounded out his first time. Just missed.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And strike one to the catcher.
1-1.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the fifth. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Victor Scott. Struck out swinging his first time. And that drops in for a strike. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Just missing there. 1-2 to count. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And it goes just foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Win, the next to hit, takes ball one.
No, that's out.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
Oh, you just got to tip your cap on that take right there. I mean, that's not the location you're hoping for and looking to do damage in a 2-0 count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. That's his 9th strikeout so far. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And it's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Fastball is outside.
1-2.
This to third. Arenado to first in time. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's Sean Murphy. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swings through that one for strike 1. The Cardinals up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one carried. Forget it. And this place is rocking. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Hellman batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Popped in the air. Left field. Nootbaar pulls that one down. 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Orlando Arcia walked his first time. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Alec Burleson. Sale back to work. That's in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Number 63 preparing to come on if needed. Lee, a left-hander, also throwing. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, number 63. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 in this one. Ground ball left side, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. 2 down, bases empty, And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado. 1 for 2. Ball
No,
one
that's
low.
down. Ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Line drive. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. So they go quietly there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Braves 1. Back at Truist Park, bottom of the 6th inning. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. And that's a strike. And that's in the dirt.
2-1.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss struck him out with number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Profar stands in now and watches strike 1. Off the plate inside, and now it's even 1-1. The Redbirds up by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Just outside, and it's 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here is Austin Riley. He is singled, and he is flied to left. There's the strike. And that's down and away.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And that's ripped into left, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Comes up empty.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Swings and misses. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. Braves strand 1, and our score remains 2-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Dylan Lee.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Well, one-run game, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. As the lefty gets to work, Lee, a 6'3" lefty, 215 pounds, and he was a 10th-round pick back in 2016. Check swing called strike, and it's 0-2. Outside.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back-to-back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Lars Nootbaar digs in now. And takes low for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. And another ball. In the air, center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down. And the batter now, Jordan Walker. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
And that's downstairs. Ball 1. And that's outside. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That's foul.
Two outs. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They lead it 2-1. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Ryan Fernandez getting loose out there. Liberator, the lefty, warming up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. And we are all tied up. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-0. Gray, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
And down on strikes. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sonny Gray will depart, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Ryan Fernandez. So here's Murphy now. He's already homered in this game.
Yeehaw!
Right through there for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Outside low. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
That one missed. That one ripped, and it stays fair.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Here's Jared Kelenic. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
One away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Next to hit, Orlando Arcia.
0-1.
Smash to the left side. Fires across the diamond. Third out, and that ends the frame. Braves draw even on the solo homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back after this on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Pierce Johnson. And now the catcher comes up to him. Ivan Herrera. He's grounded out a couple of times. That misses, and that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Raisel Iglesias getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Bummer also throwing. Ripped on a line to center. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. What a way.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Michael Ciani.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat.
Yeah, that's fouled off. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. Trying to bunt his way on. Barehands it. Tough play, and that's a great play for the out.
You know, I think barehanded grabs might be one of the best looking plays in baseball. It takes tremendous body control to bend down there, pick it up, and then get into a position to make a quick, accurate throw to first. It all happens in the blink of an eye. It's like a magic trick, but there's a lot that goes into it.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. First pitch misses. Pierce Johnson fires. Swing and a miss. And it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning going.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Go ahead run on base. Burleson will hit next. 1 for 3. There's the strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Two outs. And that one is downstairs. 1-1. And downstairs.
That's a ball.
And that one fouled off. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. This one lifted in the air, left field. Profar settles under it. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. We are tied 2-2. Staying in the game on defense, Michael Ciani. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting. And now Michael Harris II. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Safe. He beats it out, and the go-ahead run is on to start the inning.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Here's Profar now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And that misses. And 1-1. Softly in the air down the line. And that's a fair ball. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. On the mound, he's got to feel like he deserved a better result on that pitch. Really, I mean, just a soft liner that happened to stay fair, but even though you don't want to do it, you got to tip your cap because the guy at the plate, he found a way to fight it off and get that knock. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Late on that fastball.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Stays alive. With the go-ahead run standing at second here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now. And delivers outside.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
It's been a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Up and in, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
2-2.
Harris, the lead runner at second. Profar over at first with 1 away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two on, 1 out. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Donovan toss to second, back to first, and it's over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
Well, this has been a good, tight game so far, but now that error looms pretty large. I got to think that's going to weigh on him for a little while.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Through 8 full, it's the Braves 3 and the Cardinals 2. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Well, one-run game. Here's Contreras now.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's Nolan Arenado. That's outside. Ball one. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And it's even up.
That's a really good take.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Making a move at first, and here's the pinch runner, Thomas Sajazi. So the tying run in scoring position now. And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one man to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base, nobody out. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him! And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And fires in a fastball at 95.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swings and misses. 0-2 now. Iglesias is just 1 strike away. That one the other way. On to first. Ball game. And the Braves hold on to win a nail-biter, stranding the winning run on base.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, the crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.